Hello there YouTubers. Right, today I'm going to be doing a review on this little fella here. It's an Ontario Rat 5 1095 carbon steel. I'm out here camping today. Well, I've been here for a few days. I'm in a place called Goathland, just near the North Yorkshire Moors of England. Right then, I'll crack on with the review. I've had this knife for about 3 years now. Yeah, just over 3 years. And I love it. I can't really say much bad about it, but I'm sure I'll find something bad to say. Right, here's a knife. Just short of a 5-inch blade, but if you count the choil bit, then it's just over 5-inch. But I wouldn't replace that, to be honest, because the choil is incredibly useful. Here's a sheath, ballistic nylon. You know, it's got like the kydex insert type malarkey. Little pocket, great for your fire steel, all that sort of jazz. I used to keep a sharpening stone in there as well, but I just don't really feel the need. I've got other places to keep stuff like that. Sometimes I've bung a bit of tinder down at the bottom. But right, back to the knife. Before I go back to the knife, I'll just say one thing, that the sheath is really useful. But it has got like the Molle attachment, so you can strap it to all manner of places. Anyway, you can attach Molle, you can attach this. The only downside I do find to the sheath is the retention strap. It's a little bit difficult to do one-handed when it's clipped onto your belt or whatever. But you know, not everything. You're never going to find anything that's going to be 100% perfect. But back to the knife. Right, as I said, it's 1095 steel. A little skull cracker on the bottom, perfectly balanced. Feels great in the hand. The jimping is really good if you like jimping. I do like jimping, but you know. Right, it's got canvas micarta slabs on it. A little hexy bolt to take them off. These do come standard with this. You know, I'm not quite sure on the coating now, I'm not near a computer, so I can't quite look it up. Love a Rudy. It's just Rudy there protecting us as usual. Yeah. So right, it usually does come with this black coating, but I always found that when you were as you was going through the wood, it caused too much friction. I mean, it's great because, as you know, like carbon steels do rust very easily. But I always carry like a little bottle of oil with me anyway, so that's not really a problem. But basically for chopping and slicing, it's much easier once I got rid of the black coating. I mean, I know it doesn't look that pretty anymore. I like the look of it, to be honest. It looks used, and it is used. It looks used and useful. Right. But yeah, once I've got rid of the coating thing with my Dremel multi-tool, like, it's just much better. The only regret I do have is I wished I'd have left it black up to there, because I don't know if you can see, but it sort of like looks a little bit scruffy in the sides. But I've got knives that I don't really use too much, and you know, they're the ones that I'll keep for the pretty tasks or whatever. But yeah, it really is a great knife. I mean, you know, wherever you go, you always find these people who say you know, you don't need a blade that big or whatever, or that's too tactical or military looking, whatever, and you're much better off with something like this. And that's great. I mean, these kind of knives are really great. I mean, this one's bloody fantastic. It's a Wright & Sons from Sheffield, handmade, 1095 again. Great little knife. But when you're chopping into big logs, this just bloody scratches the bark in comparison to this. This thing eats into it like an axe. So I can only imagine how good the say like the Artac 2s or whatever from Ontario are. This is my first ever YouTube video, so you know, slate me in the comments if you want for stumbling and going I don't really mind. Yeah, great knife. I'd strongly recommend it to anyone. If my girlfriend would carry a knife, I'd tell her to get one of these. Could be used in a defensive mode very, very well. I mean, you know, people who are into, say, like still out or something like that, they'd probably think that, you know, the most dangerous part of a knife is this side here. Where personally, I consider this bit here to be the Punisher. But you know, I'm a nice guy, people are nice to me, I never really have to worry about things like that. But there has been times where I have had to worry about things like that, and I'm sure there will be again in the future. But anyway, as I said, this is my first review, so I'm going to round it up quite quickly. I'm not going to talk for 42 minutes. Well, I couldn't anyway. Right, yeah, so I can't really think of anything else I need to say about the knife, except it's great. I'd choose this over the Rat 6 because I have one of those as well, and I tend not to take that out with me. When you're first going, I mean, I've only come out this week for 4 days, well, 4 nights, 5 days, so I don't feel I need anything bigger than this. If I was coming out for weeks, then sure, yeah, I'd bring the Rat 6, or I'd probably invest in a RTAC 2, something like that. I have actually got an RC5 at home as well, and the only advantage I'd say that has over this one is I find it easier to sharpen. With a full flat grind, I'm not the world's best sharpener, so I struggle to sharpen it. Well, I don't struggle, but I can sharpen the RC5 a lot quicker and easier than I can sharpen this one. Just as I can sharpen this knife here a lot quicker because it has the convex edge, and they're a doddle to sharpen, you know. Rudy here could sharpen one of those. Anyway, I'm going to ram this up and get going now before I get bored. But thanks for listening, thanks for watching, whatever, blah blah blah. And I will hopefully make some more videos for you again. Okay, right, take care everyone, bye bye.